is our 17th year qualifying on the women's side. Back in the early days in year 2000, they had just re-regionalized the country, and it was an open door for us. I don't think our team was probably the strongest back then, but it was the strongest in the region, so you have to show up in order to win. And we showed up that day, and that was, at the time, not something I would think, 17 years later would be doing it again. We've had women's teams in the past that have finished as high as 10th. I do think the country's a lot stronger now. I know that our own conference and our region is stronger, so I think across the entire country, women's cross country has really taken off. So although I really truly do believe that this is the best women's team we've ever had, it would be absolutely over the top for us to be in the top 10. That would be, it's hard to do. And I know everybody thinks like, our team is strong, and, but I have so much respect for what goes on across the country that in the top 10 is an honor. It's a true honor, especially here at Stonehill, where the academic integrity is in place and kids get themselves in the front door. We don't have full scholarships. All those kind of things show you how hard our team works. The guys, I believe this is the 14th year. Back in the day, the women's team was better than the men, and then the men caught up, and then the men were better than the women, and then the women caught up. So I do think, although coaching both genders has its challenges, it does create a karma. Our men, what they did this year, qualifying for the regional championship, was the bomb. I look at how young they were, how much inexperience some of them had, and the fact that they respected our tradition here at Stonehill so much that they just made it. They created their season for themselves. So I give them full credit. I give the captains an incredible amount of credit because they led this team with such class. I keep talking about tradition because I've been here 20 years, and when I came in, they had offered the sport for a long time, but this getting to a national championship was not our primary goal. So many of our alumni come to our meets, and so many of our kids respect the fact that the racing uniform that they're wearing has been worn by so many others before them, even though we change every 4 years, point taken. And then after the regional championship, we always have our alumni party, and 150 alumni come back, and I'd like to think part of the reason they come back is because they're so proud of what is continuing to happen here. And so much of what happens here is because of what has happened in the past. So many people ask me about workouts, and they're very, very important, but it's a culture here, and I'm just hoping that the culture can continue and that they come back. I couldn't be more proud of them. So, I mean, anything from here on in is frosting on the cake, but I do know those women want to be top 10, and the guys want to run as tough and as connected as they did in the regional championship. So those are our goals.